Marching into this year, we were expecting a pat on the back and a great deal of relief from the turmoil we went through in 2022. Even though the previous year closed with the enormous collapse of the FTX exchange, hopes were set on stakes to expect a turnaround. However, the crypto market will always be the same. Volatility screams everywhere and anytime, regardless of the newness of the year. Cardano ADA has not picked up momentum just yet, but there are predictions to hold on to. A year ago, a widely followed crypto strategist plotted what was in store for a handful of digital assets amid uncertain market conditions. This was Michael Van de Poppe. He told his Twitter followers that he believed the smart contract platform Cardano was in an accumulation phase as it continued to trade above his key support level. The ultimate area to buy from is the region at the 30 cents to 37.5 cent level. However, will we see it in front ran and people already stacking? In that case, the break of the downtrend is your long trigger. This was also around the time that he said that Cardano looks to be in a long-term massive area to buy for investments. Van de Poppe pointed out that there was a massive chance for Cardano to retrace significantly after its epic breakout. If you want to buy Cardano right now, the chances of a significant drop and drawdown on your entry based on the daily time frame is massive. This means that it can easily correct 25 to 30% and still be bullish. But you have been going down 25%, while potentially a better entry is granted on those lower levels, he said. The crypto analyst said that he preferred buying at or below the $2.45 level since such an entry point offers a better risk-reward ratio. The actual pain is on the downside. That doesn't mean that Cardano can't keep on running, but you have to wait or look for levels that are interesting to watch to take the entry. I'll be looking around the $2.45, and second, I'll be looking around the area that we have been around $2, he said. However, it's almost the end of 2023, and we are still looking at Cardano ADA, hoping that it will hit its previous all-time high or more. Almost every prediction about Cardano for this year seems to have been watered down by its underperformance. The wait is long and tiresome. The entire crypto industry is caught up in this mess. The struggles were also caused by the global economy's negative pressures. In 2022, the Federal Reserve took a hawkish stance, implementing quantitative tightening and raising interest rates. Its restrictive approach was bolstered by the poor inflation numbers. This time around, there are several warnings of the looming turmoil. Prominent financial guru Robert Kiyosaki has not failed to bring these reminders and also give out advice. Kiyosaki is a well-known Bitcoin supporter and has recently taken to his X page to warn his followers and share guidance with them on how to overcome the current difficult state of things in the market as well as the world. He cited Dr. Bucky Doller, an American philosopher, writer, and systems theorist, who said, "People do not get out of the way of things they cannot see coming towards them." Robert Kiyosaki added that the world at the moment is extremely unstable and everything is in turmoil. According to him, the way of surviving now is by staying alert and attentive and being extra kind to others. His tweet read, "Dr. Bully Fuller warned, people do not get out of the way of things they cannot see coming towards them. Our world is extremely unstable. Everything is in turmoil. Pay attention by seeing with your ears, listen with your heart, trust your intuition, and be extra kind to others." In his previous tweets, he often named Bitcoin, gold, and silver as haven assets, which are worth accumulating now to transfer one's funds into. For a while now, he has been stating that at least by 2025, Bitcoin, silver, and gold will surge in price. According to him, silver is going to be used in industry production and areas that will be important shortly, hence a jump in the price. Therefore, he recommended that everyone should buy silver dollars, which more or less everyone can afford. Recently, he also named Apple's giant shares as an asset as he believes to be profitable in the future, since the company's CEO, Tim Cook, is currently dumping his Apple shares and banks are downgrading them. "Maybe it's time to buy Apple," Kiyosaki tweeted. Since the financial guru believes that fiat money, especially the US dollar, is about to die, he expects Bitcoin to surge in price with the coming few years. Then when the pandemic struck, the major economies of the world back in 2020, the US along with other governments started printing money to support their banks, businesses, and average households. This was a development that strengthened Kiyosaki's stance about the dollar becoming fake, thus urging everyone to buy Bitcoin, silver, and gold. Using the same factor, he believes Bitcoin is going to hit a whopping $500,000 per coin by 2025. Later on, he reduced his forecast to $150,000 within the next few years. Bitcoin's fate is somehow tied to the approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs by the Securities and Exchange Commission, but Kiyosaki has never said anything about it. He prefers to own assets, Bitcoin and gold directly. However, a report was spread by a certain crypto and mainstream media that the SEC has given the green light to iShares, the Bitcoin spot ETF created by BlackRock. It was astonishing how the good news flew over in the crypto industry. With this report, which was yet to be verified, Bitcoin jumped 10%, rising to the $29,400 level briefly. Major altcoins followed this lead, but this was cut short when BlackRock stepped in, rejecting the news was fake and stating that its filing was still under consideration by the SEC. Bitcoin plunged back down by 8%. If a piece of fake news could cause that kind of a pump, then how much more than the real one? Many expectations are hinged on the approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs by the SEC. We are still in a bear market and we need to leave very soon. Cardano ADA is at the mercy of a significant rally. Furthermore, one of the factors dependent on ADA's rise is calm concerning regulatory actions. Let's not be quick to forget that the SEC's accusation of Cardano being security is one of the reasons why we are lingering in a dip. Cardano needs to get a hand on potential regulatory action coming from the SEC. At the beginning of June, the SEC named Cardano as one of the unregistered securities that crypto exchanges Binance and Coinbase were offering for sale. Since then, the ADA coin price began a nosedive. Cardano really has the kind of volatile single-day price swings associated with other cryptocurrencies, but during this period, the ADA price cratered by 20%. That's a big chunk, right? Investors who are understandably concerned about potential SEC regulatory action find it difficult to trust Cardano again. Now, we can say that investor confidence is thinning out, and that explains why Cardano has been taking steps to ensure that both investors and regulators view it as a crypto token and not a security. A right step in this direction is the launch of Voltaire, the final stage in the developmental roadmap of Cardano. This stage calls for more decentralization and better blockchain governance, which is one of the strategies to avoid getting the security label by the SEC. The current market outlook suggests that until Bitcoin recovers, Cardano won't either. So this is where we consider the fact that Robert Kiyosaki's claims about Bitcoin are in fact valid. Bitcoin is going to be leading the market lower or higher, and Cardano is one of the major altcoins will be riding in whatever direction Bitcoin chooses. Amid these speculations and possibilities, the good news is that the underlying fundamentals of Cardano are better than they have ever been. Investors see the real tangible efforts being made to boost the long-term growth prospects of the blockchain from the beginning of the year. A good example here is the decentralized finance, a sector that is very crucial in the blockchain world. Moving forward, in a market analysis, Benjamin Cowan, a crypto expert, issued a warning to crypto investors, especially those eyeing Cardano ADA. According to him, ADA's value in terms of Bitcoin is on a downward spiral, plummeting to as low as 400 satoshis. Cowan's caution is based on detailed analysis of ADA's price chart, revealing a certain trend. After breaking a crucial trend line, the Cardano token underwent retest before entering a phase of accumulation. Unfortunately, this accumulation was short-lived as ADA began to exit this phase, losing key support levels along the way. With this, Cowan expects ADA's value to drop by at least 50%. The crypto analyst's bearish sentiment does not stop at Cardano. He foresees a generally gloomy period for the entire cryptocurrency market, especially altcoins. Nonetheless, if we hold on, things might get better for Cardano. To do this, you won't need more than just 500 Cardano. But that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you click on subscribe and notification buttons, and we'll see you in the next video.